Hello guys, welcome to a Deltarune tier list. I'll cut the short. Today we are doing a Deltarune boss tier list, and not any, we're doing it in difficulty because, well, I don't want to cause a goddamn world war, so I'm just going to be doing them off difficulty and not over how I like them. So I just want to make that clear. And also, before you head to the comments and comment something about how, oh, this one's easier or hard, first, it's my personal opinion. Second, I've no-hitted every single one of these besides one. So, before you say anything, yes, I'm pretty well qualified, and also I'm not including rematch bosses, unless they're specifically rematch bosses on here. So, yeah, alright, so first, Lancer. I'll just do the A. S is hardest and D is easiest for similarity. So, Lancer, Chapter 1, E. So, I don't really need to explain these. In my opinion, these are just pretty easy. I think I've no-hitted these guys literally first try. This, like, I'm not joking. I think I no-hit all these guys first try. Now, this is where the actual video begins. Javel. Yeah, see, I'm not gonna say it's he's one of the hardest bosses to no-hit. In general, he's just very difficult. Consider this, I am considering no-hitting and just normality. These are also just easy bosses, even if you're playing it regular. But Javel, oh my god, if you're no-hitting Javel, I don't recommend doing him first. Like, for God's sake, do like King or something. We'll get to him soon, but he's nowhere near as bad. But yeah, so obviously got the Heart Bomb, the Clubs, and Chaos Bomb if you take long enough to get to it. You got the final attack, which is easy after a few attempts of getting to it. But overall, it just adds a lot of randomness to a really long fight. So yeah, he's around A tier for me. Anyway. Next, we have King, who's C tier, because he's not hard, just long. Okay, I don't take that out of context. But, I don't think he's that bad, just very long. Because it's like a 3-minute fight, even if you're attacking, so, yeah. Next is Sweet Cap and Kate. They're pretty difficult, surprisingly, but obviously it depends what time in the music you are, because they're not really that bad, so if you time the music correctly. Anyway, Burgley, this is another D tier. I know he seems intimidating, but it only takes like 5 turns to beat him, so I will give the, what's it called, this is just regular, we'll get to the weird root stuff soon, but I will say Burgley 2 is quite a bit more difficult in my opinion, because of the diagonal attacks and the letters, I would say, yeah. Okay, maybe I'll raise them about the same tier actually. Alright, next is Spamton. I'll say B tier, it's just regular, but I'll say B tier because of the fact that some of those attacks are pretty bad. On regular playthrough, you can use Heal, Deal, and F2, but if you're no-hitting it, some of those attacks can be pretty gnarly. Alright, next, Rules. Yeah, it's a very easy fight. Like, obviously it depends on the trash machine, but for the sake of thing, I'm just going to assume you chose Duck, and yeah, it's easy. Task Manager, also pretty easy, takes 4 turns to spare. I'm aware it can get really tough if you take down tasks first, but overall pretty easy boss. Well, why, I don't even know what you hear saying. Spamton, Neo, you see, I would put you near the same tier as Javel. However, here's the thing. The exploit. I know a lot of people say, oh, it makes the fight harder. But truth be told, if you do it after the problematic attack, it is a joke. So, just thought I'd say that. So, the exploit is if you hold down Z and then smash enter, it just absolutely obliterates the heads and stuff. Next is Queen. She's surprisingly easier than King, because she can be defeated in 5 turns, which is, as you know, pretty short. Yeah, Queen, probably same, like, you know, there's even a cheese to skip the final attack, and it's just memorize the attacks and that. Elnina and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce your name, it's too difficult, man. Anyway, these two lovers, they're RNGL, like, not very difficult, but it's quite long, about 10 turns if I remember. So, it is quite, I'm going to putting it in B tier, that might be a bit controversial, but yeah. Water Cooler, I know people would, like, pretend it's, like, hardest, but I would say it's about pretty easy. Like, it only takes 5 turns, that's it. You're completely overreacting about the Water Cooler. It is pretty tricky, but it's not very long. Oh. This might be my personal bias, but I have a really bad vendetta against these rules card too. The reason is those aeroplane attacks. Those aeroplane attacks weren't a thing. I would not have problems with him at all. So that's all I'm really gonna say. Iram might be the hardest boss to no hit in the game. I did say I did not do every single one, because this is the only one I could. I just did not want to put up with the RNG, honestly. I was just too fed up. I did every other one but ERAM, so I think that gives you an idea. I have had quite some experience with no-hitting some fan games, and take it ERAM, no. I just could not do it, so tenor, I would say about B tier. Once you know all the channels and attacks, the fire attack is a pain. Don't get me wrong, and rim shot is a pain. Like, if you just hold C and press X to, what's it called, dodge the fires and just spam those 2 buttons, you kinda just win the final attack. Yes, you do have to have ridiculously fast reactions, but besides that, it's a pretty easy fight, so I would say medium. Rory, I would say it's about the 3rd hardest boss in the game to no-hit, because of that goddamn red slash attacker. I know it's probably controversial, but I struggle so much on that attack. The others, I'm pretty consistent. Even the final attack, I'm pretty consistent. But that one, the red slash attack, is the reason why it's so high. It is the most unpredictable. I know there is a strat to dodge it, but it feels so unpredictable to dodge. Like, it feels like 90% of the time it's undodgeable for me. Anyway, that's just my opinion anyway. Mike, luckily I didn't have to fight him for very long, but it's a 10-minute battle, so it's pretty easy, but I didn't use on Mike, I just used X, and I would recommend you do so also. Next we have Jackenstein, very easy boss. No, I would say it's about pretty easy, because if you don't have a tension max, I believe it is quite a hard fight, but I have tension max, so. Now, the Hammer of Justice, or, you know, Gerson, is, I would say, number 2, the hardest boss to no hit. And I say no hit because it's honestly one of the easiest secret bosses, if not the easiest. However, when you're no hitting it, it took over 300 attempts to no hit him, so. Yeah, and mostly just due to the hammer and the shell tossing attack. Mostly just because of them. If it wasn't for them, it would be pretty easy. But I had the problem with my hands just keep sweating after the hammer attack, and I just keep choking. So, replica, I would say same as Jackenstein. If you have attention something, it's pretty easy. Final boss of Deltarune, Titan. Pretty easy. Very quick as well. Like, surprisingly quick, so. Like, maybe it deserves B tier, but I didn't really struggle with it, so. Now we have the weird route exclusive bosses, the Berkeley, where you can't technically do this one no hit, but I did do it. It wasn't that hard at all, so. Yeah, because it's way quicker than the regular fight. Bampton Neo Snowgrave, and that's it. It's honestly basically the same, so. Alright, that's the tier list. Did that only take 9 minutes? Okay, let's just do weapons and slash armors. Give me a sec. Alright, here we are. All weapons and armors as well. So, White Ribbon. So we'll be ranking this off of utility, of course, and generally how good is it. White Ribbon, okay, we're gonna be considering this out of all the chapters after, like, chapter 3 and 4 came out. So, some might have been good in the past, but not so good anymore. So, I just thought I'd clear that up. White Ribbon is trash now, I'm afraid. Like, I think it increased DP a bit, but, yeah, same with, these are just got outclassed. Iron Shackles is B tier though, because it increases your attack, which is very handy. Even now, it's still one of the better defensive items that increase their attack. Devil's Tail is probably A tier. I don't think it's quite S tier, but it does increase every stat by 2. So that is pretty good. But you can't get the Devil's Knife, but that gets pretty redundant later on, so, you know. Next is Windlight. Like, I don't think I gotta say anything. These just aren't that good. These aren't that good. Devil's Knife, I think that goes in S tier. At least up until chapter 4, yeah. Like, until chapter 4, it was peak, bro. Decreasing the cost of Rude Buster by 10 TP, also increasing magic and attack by 5, it was just ridiculous. Like, that's insanely good. So, yeah. Alright, next we have Silver Card. I would say it's a B tier. It can give you more money, which is very handy, especially for grinding. So, yeah, a B tier. Glow Risk, C, because better than these, but not that much. Same. This is decent. It increases the graze area and also gives you a bit of defense. So, yeah, decent. Mannequin also decent because it can help you 40% against cats and puppets, which is good against Spamton Neo and Task Manager if you're getting hit. So that's, yeah, very good. Fade Rotate, before knowing it actually increases your attack, I would say it was like D tier. It increases the attack, so it's decent. Big Shot Bow Tie, I guess it's D tier, because it is a bit better than these, so. Royal Pin, it increased magic, so that's already great, and also it is expensive, but I think it's very, very good, even now. Dealmaker, that's S tier, bro. Like, increases damage, increases gold you gain, and also decreases damage from cats and puppets, which is incredible with defense and magic being some of the best in the game as well, so it's pretty good. Alright, Chainmail, this is actually one of the better defensive items, so let's put it in B tier, because it's one of the better just defensive. This, before chapter 3 and 4, S tier, but now it's kind of fallen off, like the Twin Ribbon, in my opinion. It is good for TP, especially with no hitting, but now not so well, so. Next, Spike Band, this is also probably going to go A tier, because it's just very good, increases attack, which is not something you get often, so. Tension Bow, I think that should increase, yeah, that's very good, for no hitting. This, no, I'd rather not, like, Mega Saber, C tier, Brokens, D tier, Auto Axe, same, C tier, C tier, C tier, no, I'll put that A tier, because the probably a second best, I'll say, weapon in damage department, besides from the puppet stuff, so. Puppet Scarf, speaking of the devil, this is the best attacking thing for Rousey, so it is the best for that, so S tier. Snow Ring, and yeah, because it's not that good. Same with you. Thorn Ring, considering how useful it's probably going to be in the next few chapters, I would say A tier. Even if you only really get to use it in one battle, I think it's going to come really handy in the next few. And also it's just busted if you look at the stats, so yeah, besides actually doing damage to you, which is a huge problem, but you know. Same with these, because it increases it by half. Oh, that's actually not that bad. Huh. I would say B tier, Blue Ribbon, Tenet, sorry, I don't really got much to say. These just increase, you can see that. Okay, this is S tier. Decreasing like star/darkness attacks by 66% is absolutely pog. It is just peak. Cyber 10, is this the best Chris weapon? No. So we'll give it an A tier. It is very good, don't get me wrong, but now Black Shards, I think it's not so good. Toxic Axe, that is the third best, so we'll put that in B. B, Black Shard, S tier. It just does way more damage to dark enemies. Also, a 16+ attack. That's just ridiculous, bro. Alright, next is Mystic Bland. This will also go to A tier. Increase magic by 4. That's just great. Power Band, same. Like, I think I don't need to explain myself. Increased by 4. Gold Widow. Huh. Because it decreases your money again, I'm gonna put it B, and because it costs so much, but yeah. Princess, this is probably one of the better ones as well. This is one, sorry, A tier is so full. Wide Guard is the best normal defensive item. Jingle Blade, it's not Black Shard, but I guess it's good. I believe you get it if you collect Noel Pencil in chapter 4, if I believe. Wing Blade, Absorb Axe is the second best axe in the game. Justice Axe is the best, I believe. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, like it's. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. But yeah. Yes. This is our one. Yeah. Justice Axe is just the like, if you look here, it's one of the better. It also increases Sue's heal, which is going to be very important next chapters, I bet. So her healing is going to way surpass Rousey by the end, I think. Anyway, next is Scarf. Oh, these are probably unused. Okay, I'm just going to put these in. I'm just going to put these in a different tier. Hold on. Oh, I never heard of the Cheer Scarf. Twisted Sword will probably be the best, but it won the best. But the thing is you can't get it, so I'm not really gonna count these. So yeah, alright, this is my tier list. Let me pulled up both of the tier lists so you can see. What do you think? Comment down below what's your opinions on the bosses and also armors and weapons in the game. What's your opinions? I wonder how wrong changes will be by chapter 5 and the new weapons and armors. And I'm also curious, how will this stand up? Will some of these go down or higher? I wonder. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody!